Hello everyone and welcome back to another edition of Dime Box Discoveries. I hit up a show, actually it was a couple weeks ago. I've just been behind on things, been pretty busy. But anyway, to make life easy, all of these are a dime. Yay, it's Dime Box Discovery and they're all dimes. It makes sense. But before getting into that, I did step up and spent the most on one card I've spent in well over a year. Check it out. Reggie Jackson rookie card. 60 bucks. Not bad at all. In pretty good shape, relatively speaking. It was a nice deal for my friend Scott, so thank you, Scott. This will help me out with my Oakland A's team sets I'm working on. This is obviously the hardest one to get, so that was great. I actually also picked up the Ricky Henderson rookie card for 25 bucks with a couple cards tossed in for a trade, so good deals for me. Anyway, let's get right into it with the 10 cents a piece. And I'm going to start off the top with the 88 throwback design. And can we talk about the fact that the Topps went ahead and put the All-Star Rookie Cup trophy cards like they did in the 88 design back in 88 on this one? They didn't do that last year for 87. It's disappointing, but what a great idea to do it in 88. That is a thing of beauty. Check it out. Yoshida there, Verlander, and Ramirez with how the 88 Topps All-Star cards looked back in the day. Legends of the game with Johnson Ortiz. A couple headliners with Jeter, Ichiro, Johnson, Guerrero Jr., and Julio Urias and the Aces. By the way, a lot of these cards are going to be up for grabs for you coming up in like 2-3 weeks, whatever. You're going to have a chance to get a bunch of free cards, possibly. I'll have more details about that later, but keep your eye on these. You may see something's come back around. Anyway, sticking with Topps, Sean Murphy and Sandy Alcantara. This is one of the things that bugs me, though. See, look at the Alexis Diaz. Beautiful card, by the way. Topps All-Star Rookie card, trophy card there. They're both Topps Chrome, and they both have like shiny designs, but they're different designs, but they're kind of similar. I don't know. It annoys me that the designs are very similar yet different. Schwarber is a local guy from Middletown, Ohio. There's Suzuki, Jimenez, Stanton. Then we go to some gold ones with Schwindel, Villar, Akiyama, Urshela. Not really familiar with him that much. Huh. All right. It's a thing. Miami Marlins with the team there. Here is Porcello in the, that's a pretty card with the colors. A couple of the pink ones there with Webb and Laureano. And then O'Neill Cruz and Chris Sale in the sepia or whatever that is. Pasquantino, Topps All-Star card. Same with Mensis with Meneses with the Topps Chrome. There's Suzuki again. Clayton Kershaw, Kyle Tucker. And then we got Harper and Soto. And there's Logan O'Hoppe. It's a pretty looking card. I like that. Rafael Devers. And then Chipper Jones, Yastrzemski, Thomas, Murray. And then the die-cut version of that with Ricky Henderson. So those are kind of cool. Some Titans. Juan Soto and Clayton Kershaw. Those are kind of neat. Ronald Acuna Jr. having one heck of a year. I really love this with the pristine borders. They do the Cuban flag for Randy Rosarina from Cuba. That's just cool. I dig it. Shea Langoliers, the Topps finest. And then a couple more Yoshidas, Pasquantini, and then Mookie Betts 30-30 Club. So newer stuff there. Once again, going to be up for grabs. Some of this stuff, not all of it, but some of it going to be up for grabs here coming up in a few weeks. More details on that later. I dig. These are Liberty. So see they've got the Statue of Liberty on there. Or Liberty Enlightens the World, if you want to go with its technical name, not the Statue of Liberty. Sean Mania and Brandon Belt. There's a guy I traded with a couple of these a couple months ago. I need to find the guy and see if he needs more of those. He said he's working on the set. Speaking of beautiful, beautiful cards, man, Bowman, Tamar Johnson, and Riley Green. I dig these. Are these just not clean looking cards? Oh my gosh, good job, Bowman, on that. Michael Harris, the second there in Bowman. All right, some Hall of Famers. Some stickers. Those are always good for trade bait with 3 Sandbergs there, Jerome Walton, and another Sandberg there on the back. Here's who we have there on the back. They're upside down, but deal with it. Couple playing cards with Sandberg and Johnson, always good for trade bait. Nolan Ryan, it looks pretty. I dig it. I like that one. That's a good looking card. Barry Bonds, Silver Crash the Game. Barry Larkin with the Fleer Ultra. Looks good. Sandberg and the OPC. You know what? This Henderson actually needed this one for my Topps A's team sets. I don't know if it slipped through my fingers, but it did, and now I have it. This is a really cool Ricky Henderson. Check it out. This is the Pacific, but it's in Spanish. It's the Spanish Pacific Ricky Henderson. That's really cool. Ryan Sandberg, one of the Donruss 1990, subset kind of things. And Pee Wee Reese in the 87 style. Just looks cool. These are all Prisms. Some Mark McGwire needs I had. Now, let me ask you, what do you think of guys like Buck Leonard and Lou Boudreau, in these like fancy, sparkly colored ones? Is that weird since they're old school black and white stuff? Or is it cool because they get a refresh to today's, generation kind of stuff? I think it's weird and cool. So I answer my question. Both. Ricky Henderson, there's a Tony La Russa with some shiny prism. Same with Ernie Lombardi. And then Nolan Ryan there. Pat Gillick. What a random one for Pat Gillick. Nolan Ryan, Barry Larkin, and Juan Soto. Now we're going to go tops. Some 80 stuff here. These are really nice, clean cards, man. For a diamond piece, there's Eddie Murray in the 83. Some 82s are Reggie Jackson, Tim Raines, Eddie Murray, Rod Carew, Reggie Jackson, Nolan Ryan again, 83, Rick Henderson. How about a Fleer with Henderson and Winfield? And then these are really cool. These are the 1977 or 78 TCMAs. They just look crisp. I dig them. I think they look good. This one's a little beaten up from Bob Feller. You can see all the creasing, but it's still cool nonetheless. If you watched my videos before, I love all the food stuffs. So how about these are all actually ones I need for the food stuffs. So fantastic pickups. Very, very happy. I picked up 2 of the John Elway because they look so good and I might be able to trade them away. And there's Greasy and Bradshaw. So those are huge for actual PC needs. 84 tops, Joe Theismann. Once again, some great shape of these cards. These should be up for trade here soon. Ozzie Newsome, Jack Lambert. And then check it out. 3 of the Bears 85 tops team card in pretty good shape. Not perfect. That one's got a little bit of a bad corner, but that's okay. Not bad. Just a little rougher. But it's got Walter Payton right there, dead center. Beauty. These are 85s. Fouts and ran a lot. I think this is 78 Jack Youngblood. Randall Cunningham. By the way, fun fact, Randall Cunningham is in the College Football Hall of Fame as a punter and quarterback. He also led the NFL in longest punt 2 different years. There's a fun fact for you. So the guy was a true athlete. Terry Owens, these are Wonder Bread. I may end up chasing the set as a food stuff set. I don't know. And I've started to add a bunch of these. These are 83 tops stickers. I may end up going for the set because I've just run across a bunch of them. I don't know. I haven't decided. But they were there, so I had to buy them just in case. And plus, they're just great-looking cards. I mean, are these not great-looking card stickers? I'm going to call them. Now, a little bit of learning going on here. Check it out. These are all numbered cards. So for those of you that get super excited about numbered cards, yeah, I'm pulling them out of dime bins. There are a couple cool ones in there, though. Eric Berry, totally nice guy. Overcame a major injury, overcame cancer, and still played at a high level. And that's out of $4.99. And it's a beauty of a card. I think it looks great. But like Brian Braum is out of $999. Back in the day, people would want this. Now, I don't know. Anquan Bolden is out of $150, and he was a good baller. There's Matt Stafford at $299. But as you can see, this one's cool, by the way. I like it because they hand wrote in the number. So I'm going to hopefully try and trade these away to people who need them for team sets. But you can see, man, sometimes the numbered cards just don't get too stoked about them sometimes if it's not anybody too special. There's Rex Grossman at $250. That's actually kind of cool. And Joseph Adai had some nice years. That's out of $250 as well. Patrick Willis was a big-time baller. It's out of $999. This one's kind of funny to me. So it's Larry Johnson. They're the exact same card. One is green, one is blue. One is out of 500, 500. One's out of 1,000. This is what we call creating scarcity that doesn't really exist. Just silliness, but still nonetheless. So some cards there. Here we go. Another lesson time. This was one of my more favorite cards out of there. This is out of $4.99. This is the signature edition, but do you notice something? It's missing the signature. They put the dang sticker on it right here. Certified autograph issue, but unless the thing is written in invisible ink, man, it's just not there. So I don't know. It just seems like there really is a serious lack of quality control sometimes for Bowman and things like that. So anyway, I found it funny. Just wanted to show you there's a signature card. So there you go. Here we go. Moving to football, a lot of running backs. Bo Jackson, just a beauty of a card for that Bowman. John Riggins, this is out of actually something called Heads and Tails Inc. I don't know a lot about it, but it's really cool, really neat. So I picked it up. There's Bo Jackson ending his football career. That's a weird card to have, but Marcus Allen, a couple Herschel Walkers. I am chasing this set. so we'll see if I need that one. Mike Allstott, the A-Train. There's McCaffrey, Eric Dickerson, Tony Gonzalez, Randy Moss, a couple of Jerry Rice's, and David Montgomery, who is out of Mount Healthy, out of Cincinnati, Ohio. So local guy for me. That will go into my cards for kids. I want to show you this one. Wild Card has returned. By the way, Wild Card was incorporated in Hamilton, Ohio, outside of Cincinnati, Ohio. They've returned now. Back in the day it was. They've returned now. I don't know what they're incorporated now. I don't know. I have to look it up. But this one, it looked cool. I can't describe it to you exactly, but it feels almost like it's rubber. The texture of this card, the feel of this card is really something spectacular. I don't know how to describe it to you. It has a matte finish. It's just an absolutely amazing feeling card. So I bought it because that's cool. Also, one of my big time favorites, Kyle Rudolph out of Cincinnati, Ohio. You can even see Elder High School out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Put him in his high school uniform. I love the high school uniform to begin with, that they put guys in there. And also, since he's a Cincinnati guy, that's extra cool. So totally awesome. Red Grange. Here's a couple electric diamonds, Alvin Harper and Bill Romanowski. The Romanowski is actually a gold electric diamond. So that is really cool. Couple coach with Jimmy Johnson and John Madden. And then these ones, I just find these cards really cool, really beautiful. So I picked these up for a diamond piece as well. So here we go. Keep on moving. Now we're going to college days. College days. A couple Bijan Robinsons. Hopefully the Falcons give him the ball inside the 5-yard line. They didn't do it twice this past weekend in his rookie debut, although he did catch a touchdown and have a great game. So that's good. Trent Dilfer, Travis Kelce. That'll be good for my Cincinnati friend who collects all of his Cincinnati UC guys. David Montgomery, once again, out of Cincinnati, Ohio. There's John Elway, a couple of Virginia Tech guys. Isaac Bruce in his first-year card. Andre Ware in this Big League Stars card. Great oddball from back in the day, along with a couple of oddballs with Jim Druckenmiller of Dream Picks and Antwain Smith. There is Drew Bledsoe in his college days. Justin Jefferson in his first card. And then a bunch of Notre Dame cards. I love them because of the bowl games. So those are really cool. And then Rocky Blauer, a couple of Joe Theismanns, and Tim Brown. I love Tim Brown back in the day, but can we not find a better photo? Talk about overexposure. Still cool nonetheless. How about some more football? Trying to move this quickly for you. There's Aaron Donald, Tim Brown rookie card. Tom Waddle out of Moeller High School in Cincinnati, Ohio. Same high school that produced Barry Larkin and Ken Griffey Jr. along with a bunch of other guys. On the card was Steve Largent, Tom Waddle, great third down guy, never dropped the ball, ran good crisp routes. Now he's making a good job as a good career as a broadcaster. There is a couple of cool ones, Barry Sanders and Steve Largent. The Steve Largent one is a gold version. I have no idea what that means because I don't know cards from 2015 that well. How about a couple of Coach Prime cards? Luke Kuechly, another Cincinnati, Ohio guy, so that's really cool. Antonio Gates is going to be a Hall of Famer at some point. Move through his cards quickly. Topps Gold, check it out. Larry Johnson, Anthony Wright, and then Torrey Holt. Man, Torrey Holt, by the way, you forget how good he was to look at the numbers. You're like, oh, led the league a couple times. 12,000 receiving yards, 74 touchdowns. Straight up baller. Jordy Nelson, Jason Smith, Joaquin Iglesias. Hopefully somebody needs those for their, numbered out of 2009 because that's the year it came out, for their team set needs. One soccer card, Harry Maguire. He's a good player, and that's just really cool looking. Beautiful card. So why not? How about a bunch of quarterbacks here? Calling cards. Remember these from the 90s? Who remembers calling cards? Man, life is different now. A couple of Steve Youngs. Here we go. Ken Anderson, Roger Staubach, Cincinnati, Ohio guy. So you can see this one's kind of cool. Marino and Jim Kelly. And Magic Johnson is on this card, by the way, giving his take on Jim Kelly. I don't fully understand it. Whatever. Dante Culpepper, Montana, a couple Roethlisbergers, John Elway, cool looking card. Joe Montana. So Kenny Stabler, a couple Justin Herberts. This one's really cool. It's got a really cool texture to it. Warren Moon with the Seahawks, but it's actually a physical texture in it. Really cool. And there's a You Crash Again, but the gold version of Brett Favre, so that's really cool. You don't find the gold versions a whole lot. They're not rare, but you come across the silver version like we saw over here somewhere earlier. By the way, you know I love my starting lineups, and this one's in nice shape, and it's an LT Lawrence Taylor from 1989. What a beauty, or 88, whatever it is. That's a great card. And finally, last but not least, some basketball. Tony Gonzalez playing basketball. How much fun is that? That is fan-flippin-tastic. A couple of oddball cards of Dominique Wilkins from back in the day. You can see those. That's really cool. some Karl Malone, Dominique Wilkins in his USA jersey. The Big O, Oscar Robertson, really cool. A couple John Stocktons for the PC. Couple of Patrick Ewings, I think my buddy might need. I don't know. This is that Scottie Pippen. It's like in that like perforated version. I find these every now and then, but I don't know exactly what they are. I look them up, and sometimes they look right, but they also don't sometimes. So Scottie Pippen there. And then a couple of Giannis to round things out. You just don't come across a lot of his. So that is really, really cool. And I looked up, it's actually that Monopoly thing. So anyway, these cards all down a piece, plus the Reggie Jackson rookie card for my team needs. Anyway, keep her out for a video coming in the future. Some of these cards are going to be up for grabs. You can have them for free. We're going to do a blind trade video. It's going to be a disaster. It won't work at all, but I'm going to try it. We're going to have some fun. Anyway, collect what you love, and you're never going to be disappointed by what you pay for it. Enjoy the hobby, y'all. Be good to each other.